Everyone, you are watching Hey Flora, and this is a really fun question, and we've gotten this question many times in different forms, but this one is great. She says, "Hey Flora, as someone who is starting to gather better quality paints, aside from a good titanium and black, what would your 5 favorite colors to begin with if all you could salvage as the boat went down and stranded you on a lovely white sand beach on a desert island?" So I appreciate the creativity in that question, and it was great for me to really consider this one. If I could only have 5 paint colors aside from titanium white and carbon black, what would they be? So I have chosen the 5, and I'm gonna just kind of speak to why these 5. So I have titanium white. I'll just start with these. I have titanium white and heavy bodied. To me, that's an important distinction because I use a lot of heavy bodied white. It just gives like a lot of really nice texture, and I do use fluid white, but I tend to use that in a much less quantity. So if we're talking about a desert island and my only paints, I would go for the heavy titanium white. I went for the fluid carbon black because I tend to use a lot more of the black and fluid. And then these are my 5 winners for the other colors. I've got turquoise, and these are all golden colors. That is my brand of preference. I've got quinacridone nickel azo gold. It's like, these are the winners. Quinacridone magenta and fluorescent red and iridescent gold fine. So why these colors? Other artists might have chosen more classic primary colors because it's from the primary colors that we can mix the other colors, but I have always loved these 3, and they sort of stand in as like a bluish, a reddish, and a yellowish. They're definitely their own animals, but they do mix together in all kinds of incredible ways. So for example, if I took turquoise and magenta and white, I could probably create 50 colors just from these, because these 2 together make a really beautiful kind of purple color, and then you add the white in, and then it's more of a light lavender color. If I did just the magenta and the white, that's going to be a really light pink. The turquoise and the white will make all shades of beautiful blues and kind of yummy teals and things. It's just, it goes on and on and on. And then same thing, if you add any different color into the mix, there's just exponential fun color possibilities with those, because those kind of act like the primary colors. I also included the fluorescent because I just love fluorescent colors, and you can't mix this. This is something that comes from the process of the factory making this kind of paint. It's like super bright, and so I chose that because it brings this like whole other level of bright pop to the color spectrum. And then gold is another color you can't mix because it's metallic, and so it sort of stands alone. There's lots of other metallics. There's coppers, there's bronzes, there's silvers. I tend to, if I had to choose just one, I tend to like the gold the best, although I often mix other metallics together to create like bronzy gold, for example. So that's my answer. I'm sticking to it for now anyways. It actually makes me want to go paint right now just with these 5 colors, because that would be kind of a fun little process to experiment with. And it's a really good thing to remember, is like bringing your colors down in the number of colors that you have. So selecting a fewer amount is a really great way to explore color in a deeper way and to sort of force yourself in new directions. So it could be a cool process to choose only 5 colors in your next painting, practice, and see what comes from that. So thanks for the great question, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here.